Hi, my name is AA and I welcome you all to Daily Trends on Pinax News. I'm here with what is trending currently on social media. We know the lives of our celebrities are what we always think about anytime we come on social media because they are the people that are mostly on top of the hour. Today in the news, it has come that one of them, the purpose why he hasn't yet married or hasn't yet settled is because according to him, there are leaders that only come in the form of gold digging. They don't add up, neither do they subtract anything. They only come into your life as a liability and a burden. So you should be able to avoid these ladies. We all know the author, he is very famous when you go to Nigeria, no other than Reno Omokri. We know him to be one of the controversial authors. He writes a lot of books concerning ladies and also especially training people who are into relationships. Today, he has come on social media to say that his reason for still being single is because some ladies makes him feel so underrated and that anytime they come close to him, the only thing he sees about them is nothing of a virtue. In fact, there is nothing called a virtuous woman with a lady who is not working and then a lady who doesn't know her worth. There are ladies that the only thing that they do to survive in life is to just rely on other men. They go there in order to get their monies and to build themselves. We all heard in the news some time ago that some people were fighting on the net, all because one said that the reason or how the person has become very famous and rich is beyond mind-blowing because according to him, what the person does is into acting. And after his analysis, he has realized that in the movie industry, it doesn't pay much. Yes, still the person goes abroad, comes in and out. And so behind the scene, what the person actually does is to go in for the big man. And so he is also vying to the position that anybody who is also involved in these activities, in fact, every lady who isn't working, a work that is known, or something that has a professionalism, if they come out and bring about any duty of theirs, it means that they are people that are not celebrated or they are not worthy of celebration. So coming from Reno Omokri, he has come to tell the general public that before you say I do or before you take any lady to the altar, you should make sure the lady is not just somebody to come as a pest, but rather somebody to be of a help to you, to help you to be able to mobilize and put things in place just like any other lady does. According to him, he says, in this 21st century, we've realized that ladies, all they know how to do is to polish themselves, put on big makeup, wear the high heels, and then look so good. But behind the scenes, that is the worst of trash ever. So in order to get a good wife material, you should make sure that you take her through some training in order to realize that she is indeed competent to be the mother of your children. Moving on to other stories, we all know that 3 years ago, Olu Jacobs and Joke Silver's sons got married. And that this marriage, as we know, when two celebrities come together, talking about billionaires and people that are worthy, whenever you smell money, then you know that these people are part of those ranks. Coming in the news, we all know that this wedding came about so flamboyantly that it became the news of the hour because everybody was talking about it, from the decoration, the cars, and things that were surrounded that made the wedding a glamorous one was indeed beautiful. Knowing that Olu Jacobs is a veteran actor and that a lot of movies of him are on air and people do watch it a lot because of the way he projects himself and also how the Nollywood was being pushed far to the likes of him and then also that of Pet Idochi. We know them to have been people from, we can even call them the legends because of how they've been long in the industry. So we all know that most of the times our celebrities, they do open some open forums on their pages where they ask people to ask them any question of their choices. So here is the case, a netizen found it pleasant to come into the inbox of the said wife of Joke Silver's son. And so after the many interrogations, the big question that the netizen asked was, is she still in the relationship with Olu Jacob's sons? And the answer she gave the person was no. She is no longer into that relationship. And everybody wanted to know the reason why the marriage has collapsed, because we know that ladies fancy money a lot. And anytime they are into any relationship, if the relationship isn't based on money, fame, or things that will bring them comfort, there is no way they will find it a very nice place to be there. So how come she has all these luxuries, she has all these peace that people see from afar, and yet still she's claiming that the relationship isn't going as it is? Well, per her reply, she just told them that they have just newly parted ways. And besides, what we see on social media is far from what is being portrayed in real life. We always see people on social media laughing and telling us about how excited they are, but meanwhile, they are rather going through hell at home. So if you see the marriage has separated, it's not as if this is the first time there is a divorce anywhere. After all, she has been able to sustain the marriage for 3 years, and there are some secrets that she wouldn't be able to bring to the public domain. As a matter of fact, she is also even working on herself as a woman, so that in her next step of relationship, she would be able to put things in place whereby no other man will be able to come and do anything just anyhow to her. So per her response, people got to know that indeed that glamorous wedding we saw 3 years ago is no longer into existence. So anytime we see her going about with another man, or anytime we see her husband, her ex, going out with another wife, we should also know that these two are no longer into any contract called wedding. And that is how come the marriage has come to an abrupt end. So ladies and gentlemen, this is where I end today's update on what is trending from the author's life, that is Reno Omokri, and also Olu Jacob and Duke Silver's son. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. My name is AA. Bye for now.